Something went wrong. Sorry for that. Audi MD, does it now work? I don't know what happened. I was not actively clicking on the mouse, not on the keyboard, sorry. But I hope now it works. And I was just talking about how miserable I am on Yas Marina, that I can't even get to my lap time, and I have set on a second account. It's not like a huge improvement, but still I can't get to it. So I'm figuring things out. How are you boys doing? Yeah. Sebastian, what car did you use? I think I need some change, maybe. Maybe I just need to change the driver. Works. Yeah, now it's working. At least something. The Spanish guy was enjoying it, used Porsche, but I would try RCZ or Audi. We'll need to give it a shot. I hate this. I hate this track. Good night, Sebastian. Thank you for popping in. As always, much appreciated. Thank you, Sebastian. I will need it. That was a close one. This didn't feel bad. Still a few turns to go. Hey Dan, welcome in. How are you doing? How is the day going? Good morning, Charlie. Also just waking up. Gotta say, this lap feels much better than all the other 50 laps the other day. Yeah, there goes the time. Oh, I could start to cry. Let's enroll for the race to not be too late there. This track combination makes me insane. Hard tires, track limits. Yeah, those two things essentially. One has to take it slow. Yeah, safety first, but I wish I could get one. I have tried BB5. I'm trying everything now. BB5 causes the car, for me at least, in terms of my braking behavior and pressure I'm putting on the pedals. Stupid. Oh. Yeah, it's too unsettling for the car. I feel like as I'm turning, the car starts to turn, and when I brake, something happens and the car just wants to go straight out. But I went with the logic that if I use +5, I should be able to get more pressure on the fronts, on the front axle during the turning. But somehow the main turns, maybe, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But yeah, BB2 is the thing I'm trying, just because you said it, Charlie. Because I feel maybe here in this turn I could use 5, and then the next one. All the other turns you are basically coasting, don't applying any brake pressure. Therefore, you don't need any trail braking. You think so? I think I had my monitor on for the tire temperatures, and I could not see that much of a difference, but I will start it. Yeah, in this turn I could use some trail braking as well. There's a lot of trail braking I find, except for chicane. Yeah, you have a good lap time. You have a good lap time. Let me just turn on the tire temperature thing. Green. And the tires are green, but maybe I have to look really at the temperature. Okay, we start with 17. Let's have a look. I think I need to put that on the stream layout. Porsche is rear engine, so needs the fronts loaded more than the rear. I agree. Yeah, Thrustmaster thinks you cheated and decided to go off. Then you are outbraking them with BB5, right? Charlie, you really... Are you sure? I have the DD Plus with 50 Newton meters and the F1 wheel. It looked to me that you ordered the round one. But either way, you got yourself a good setup. Yeah. BB5. I'm gonna try to adapt. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm just trying to do something good. Dave, welcome in. Good evening. How are you doing? I hope your day was good. Mine was full of work, but it was good. And tomorrow we have a holiday in Croatia, so somebody is not working. Yeah, MD, you get mine for 100, shipping included. And I will collect some of my tiers while trying to qualify here and send them with the rig, so you feel the pain. Let's go with +5. Oh. Wish me luck. Maybe can you tell me just, is any music coming through? You're traveling for work. Where to? How long are you away from home? Thank you, Dan. Nice color from the P4 car. Penalty. But I had to just turn in. Did I really made it without penalty? Did I really have such a good exit here that I'm catching up? Not gonna risk anything that early on in the race. Okay, the front left tire is pretty much cool. Now I see it. 68 degrees Celsius. Front right is 69. Probably, what do you see? What do you say to the nickname of P1? Any comments? Around the UK for 3 days. That's pretty much the limit I can endure. Yeah, his name could be also be Mike87, right? It's the same mentality just written out, I think. Maybe his second account. That was unfortunate. See ya. That sliding around really kills the time. I think it's a time penalty. Very narrow. Yeah. I changed now the braking balance to +2 for one specific reason. And it is this turn. Because I think I got into the rotation too much because of the rear axle braking, having more braking power, pressure. Whoa! Missed the apex, but celebrate good times. Come on. Yeah, unlucky, but still decent points. I can only be happy about it and say we had a good recovery. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, and the tire temperatures did not make it over 80 degrees. Let's hop out into the next one and get more. What do we said? What did we say? Audi. This one. Dan, did you send it on the main account? I suppose you did. Maybe I can accept that right away from my phone. Qualifying time, let me see. done. What more can you call him than that? Yeah, the main account is the only one I'm mostly using. If I use the second one, then it's just to not have the pressure to stay in the A ranks, even though I don't belong there. But it's nice to see an A next to your nickname. Yeah, pretty colorful, I imagine. You called them a beautiful sunflower. Thanks to this track, I now know I can foresee the future. In terms of the penalty system, doesn't need to say anything. I know when I get a penalty. '77, 79. Like talking always about the front tires. 77, 79. They are somewhat cold. Indeed. Not sure if I can warm them up. Yeah, the rear tires stable, 82, 83 degrees. Then that's what I feel with my main account, at least in this moment of time, or this point in time. If I would feel somewhat confident in my ability to perform here, I would probably go for the main account. But I can't settle in. It feels like Willow Springs. It feels like playing in the sand. Funny enough, my optimum lap time is somewhere 56.5 somewhat. Yeah, I learned that rather later than sooner, because everybody has a second account, multiple accounts, and it's just a way of dialing yourself into without any pressure, basically. Yeah, these lines. I feel I'm getting too quick into some turns. I'm not braking enough. I'm trying to apply a sense of not urgency, but I attack too much, like I was having soft tires, and then I end up just overshooting the apex, then finding my way back to the line. As I said, I feel I can go quicker, but I can't put one decent lap together. Pressure, good afternoon. Welcome in. How are you doing today? MD, maybe you should get one, at least when you get banned, so you can continue on playing. Yeah, Charlie is doing everything right. After it starts. Do we have again the very same lobby? We do. Nice to hear that, Crasher. I'm good as well. Can't complain. Having a holiday tomorrow in Croatia, so I can sleep in and maybe even stream tomorrow during the day if the kiddo decides he wants to go to grandma's house and play there. They went with him to the store and bought 130 euros worth of toys. So he's having stuff to do over there. Ugh. Something happening with the connection. It's a Catholic holiday. Don't know how to translate it. Somebody is having connection issues. Yeah, Fanatec, I don't know, Charlie, if they have warehouses in the UK. But even, I know they sent everything from the Netherlands. And even my order came within 1 week. And that's, in regards of delivery times for Croatia, that's insanely quick. Slight lift into turn 2 and third. Yeah. First sector, so my benchmark is 25 seconds. I'm lifting too. I feel I get a lot of traction on the front tires when lifting. I can smell some asphalt. Yeah, asphalt. Evening, Pascal. Welcome in. How are you doing? Wie war der Tag? Oh, that's nice. So even a next day delivery happening. Okay, first sector. I'm gonna take the benchmark 25 seconds. Yeah, whatever. We need to practice. Just for clarification, I'm going on the inside to see the braking markers. No attempt of dive bombing. Be free, obrigado. Should be thank you in Portuguese. Thank you for nothing. To be fair, I messed it up. Ay, 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 ay. I was not past the car. That was fully my mistake. Thank you, Crasher, for the good luck. Oh, that was full on my mistake. Yeah, I watched the radar, and yeah, I wasn't through. That was it's completely on me. I hope I apologized to the right people. Yeah, this race is nah. We'll be having a look at the replay, but that was completely on me. Dotspot Gaming, how are you doing, my friend? So long time no see, man. How are you doing? What are you doing? How are you feeling today? Yeah, I still care about the SR. I'm not caring about the driver rating. But again, that was full on my mistake. I thought I was through, since the Portuguese guy and myself were a bit quicker than the guy behind it. I think it was a France guy. Yeah, I tried to get out a slipstream, just like position the car better for the next turn, and then someone asks, how can you make a crash on a straight? Well, that's how you make it. But I think key is to apologize. That's what we did. Rear tires now, 86 degrees. Yeah, penalty. You have no power here, in the last place. I am good as well, man. Decently good, can't complain. But to be honest, I was checking on your Discord account to see if there is any new messages, any signs of life. But it's nice to see you. Are you working again, or still have some time to spend? That's did it multiple times, yeah. That's nobody I want to be associated with. One more lens move. Have you been playing anything? Yeah, you need to stream, Ben. Every morning I start work, I got used to it, and now nothing. Somebody crossed the finish line. Well done for them. Yeah, do that. I know the shop is near you, if I remember correctly. But thank you for popping in. of course. I hope to see you in your streams. What more can I say? If you stream Grand Theft Auto, that's one I would definitely enjoy. Yeah, said sorry. Let's have a look at the replay. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see the disaster unfold. I'm not proud of this, but we need to own it, right? That was such a stupid move. I need to turn down the noise. Yeah, Andy, I will have to make a tattoo on that, stating exactly that. Yeah, that was, maybe we can... we can't turn the radar on. At least you're honest. Yeah, I mean, it's it's on air, so it's easier to own it, but overall, even if I was off stream or like racing for myself, so I prefer to apologize because it was not the smartest move I did. Like, I was thinking about a smart move, but I was definitely not. Yeah. Did the guy save him? Yeah, he saved himself. Okay, at least no real damage done to them. Let's watch it from his perspective. Yeah. Also, I could and maybe should have gone from the outside. I had the right. Šta si propustio? Evo ovo. Yeah. Right decision would be here to go to try to pass him on the right, or to just leave it as it was, because if I would go on the outside, I would not have any chance of overtaking. Yeah. 1 out of 5 stars for me in this one. Deserved, and we move on. Who knows what they used, but maybe at those higher speeds it's harder to spin. Maybe the impact was not enough, the kinetic energy. Too early for Jesus. Zadni. Potpuno zadnji, ali nema veze. I'm gonna try to make a chill lap out of this one. Just to see the difference, how much slower I am. Dogodi se i najboljima, znam po sebi. Sector 1, 0.4 seconds behind, maybe even 0.5. If it wasn't for the last turn, I think this could have been a new personal best. I really think. Yeah. I'm gonna sit down and cry. We don't have the Portuguese guy in this one. I'm not having anything to drink. I could use something to drink though. Let's go again with brake balance 2. Maybe even 1 to not slide into turns. Send it, MDs, just send it. Hvala na predikciji. These guys are definitely braking too late, or too early, sorry. Over braking. Pushing behind the car, I can't get past. Okay, I saw a time penalty incoming. I was wrong. But still, instead of preparing myself for the exit of this hairpin to maybe overtake him, yeah, or they say the cans were empty at the start. Propustio. Sve sam propustio. Biće opet. The podium is smiling. Interesting. One car decelerating. Hope I won't be the next one getting a time penalty. That was on the edge, I think. Thankfully not. Again, this chicane feels like a dance on ice. Time penalty If ever, that, yeah, 1 second, here we go. P5 it is. That was unnecessary. That was really unnecessary. No comment. No comment other than top 5. Yeah, Adam MD is not a Balkan guy. But he tries to, maybe. Tone, welcome in and thank you. Were you in the race? Didn't see you. Thank you, MD. Minimize the damage, but yeah, Tone, you were not in this one. At least the race was almost clean. P5 is okay. Everything in the points is superb. But just like when you start, I don't know where I started. P4, I think. Could have been maybe P3. You wish you could understand chat. Isn't chat translated? Just finished streaming, surprised we didn't get in the same lobbies. Probably a lot of people are streaming, I'm guessing. Yeah, same here. Only the brutal ones I caused to be brutal because I smacked 2 guys on the straight. Almost caused them to not DNF, but to ruin the race. So it was quite a stupid mistake. Charlie, let me just have a look at some YouTube settings, because there was a small checkbox I could check, and I've checked it, that allows chat messages to be translated. I don't know if that works. Chat doesn't translate. Okay. Not sure why. Don't get it. Even with the special letters. MD. Google is doing something good. Or it's doing something right. Je, to je ta staza. Thank you a ton, Tone. Have a good night. I hope to see you in your stream. Somehow we are streaming at the same time, so I imagine it will be tough, but I'm somehow gonna make it happen. Thank you for the good luck. Have a good night again. We see you around. Da, jako poznat. I need more speed coming up to that turn. But then again, not too much speed. No, I'm thinking I could be steering the car with the throttle. But then if I steer it too much, I will be drifting outside the turn. It's not what I want. Not optimal. Yeah. That's it's surreal to read Croatian from you guys, and you're actually writing everything the correct way, or Google is. So Charlie's would sound like, nemam pojma što govori, ali Google prevoditelj je odlična stvar. And then MD, to je I ona rekla. Very surreal. Nice power slide. It's so easy to mess up the lap. Yeah, no. Let's restart. Let's redo that. Basically all of the languages are very much the same, except Slovenian. Oh. Almost cute. But English wants to be spoken cute somehow. Uka Racing. No, it isn't. Again, P4. Top 5 should be possible. Beautiful rims, beautiful tires. Too bad they are not holding on to the track as we wish they would. No! Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, my mistake. I'm gonna try to give him a push if I make it, or if I can catch up. Rekao bi da ne drifta namjerno. Oh my god. E6 will be catching up, but not enough to overtake. Of course, I can always ruin it myself. Looks like the guy in P1 left the chat. Too much traffic. I think I shall be very happy with the podium. And yes, the tires got very like consistently warm after lap 3. We left. Let's leave 2. My phone quickly. Practice. Practice and race. Practice and race. I borrowed this from my wife. Small but decent ventilator to keep the face cool, because the one on the ceiling isn't doing the job. The battery got empty. It is. We had rainfall today. Like, outside it's not warm. In the flat it's warm. Especially in this room. awfully Scottish, so rainy. Charlie, just yesterday, my wife and I watched I think it's a documentary on Netflix about a girl from Scotland, Glasgow, I think. She had a boyfriend or to-be husband, how do you call that, fiance, that told her after a few years of a relationship that he, back in the days, ran over a guy and got rid of him while he was alive. And I was thinking to myself, this is yeah, Scotland. Not sure if you know about that case, but it made not headlights, but it made the news. No, can't remember the name, but it wasn't Charlie. Something like, should I marry a killer or murderer? Something like that. It's even a mini series, I think. Like you have 2 to 3 episodes, maybe 4. I watched only the last 2. Yeah, let me know if you guys find it. Having in mind what Dan said with the 25 seconds. I am not doing good. Not a place where you want to go search for people. Slightly going up in the ranks, slightly dropping in the starting grid. I'm looking forward to the next week's daily races. I don't know why, but I am. Kako sam stavio da pišu sektori? Jedan od izbornika. Don't you like the Red Bull Ring? Too bad we couldn't use the overspeed. And all we did was giving a bump to P4 just to get overtaken now. It doesn't look too good. Oh, I'm cooked. Or not. Be free for now. I could be losing it though. Don't like the proximity of the other cars. That was a good one. Mrvica, hvala. Lanzarote, or Lanzarote, we almost went there. That's a volcanic island, right? Like very much volcanic island. Don't know how much you can do there with kids. We switched to Malaga because of that. Not even a clean race. Really chilled. Maybe there will come a time to visit. But Spain, all in all, is very chill. My brother is in Japan these days with his family. They were in Osaka, Kyoto, Tokyo, and last year they visited South Korea, China, a few cities, and they are reporting that it's great there. So if I ever get rich, I will take my family on a trip. That's then in October. MD, are you visiting the Frankfurt exhibition? Odo spava, tu stajem u 6 ujutro. Laku noć, Adem, naspavaj se, odmori. Sretno na ispitu ako ga sutra imaš. I vidimo se. Too many people for you? Sretno onda. MD, would you see yourself living in Asia? Charlie, exactly the same. You still can't. Charlie, you have good rules to live by. Can you say cevapcici? and Pljeskavica. Hey Keule, welcome in. Just as I'm mentioning Pljeskavica, your message is popping up. Has to be destiny. Keule, you still driving or? I'm not sure what to say about my driving. Not only this evening, but lately. Gotta be the wheel update. Never heard of cevapcici, the food? It's like the most common dish in Croatia, Bosnia, wherever you go in the Balkans. You will have to try it at some point when you have the opportunity. I can only tell you it's very much the most delicious thing. Dropping to see is a message. But yeah, it's very, I won't say terrible, but tricky and unforgiving is the right term. Ooh, Carla, you could be right. If the SR rating is, how was it? 2 levels below the security, the driver rating. Time penalty it is. Yeah, Charlie. Just don't know when I get the chance. Even maybe if I fry it myself. Yeah. Don't have only have a air fryer. Esol, welcome in. How are things in Spain? Gonna make this one the last one for the evening. It's getting somewhat hot again in the room. Consistently being beyond track limits ruins the SR. That explains why my SR is not maxed out. Keule, is that bushy guy one of your mates from the German league? Was he? I think he's not switching profiles or accounts. But I do see him very often race. Now that was fair. That was... I would say sportsmanlike. Cheers to Nankar. Was that really off track? Spoiler, thank you, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. I could really start the screen now. We almost had a podium full of Italians. I will do. Never done that before. All I know is I'm seeing him very frequently when I race. That can only mean two things. Either we have the exact same life and can drive at the exact same moment, or he is playing a lot more. That wasn't so bad after all. Less than 500. I think I'm also maybe around 350, somewhat like that. Let's have a look at the replay. No, not the replay, but crawfish. Can we look up crawfish now? I forgot Charlie. So you're saying, MD, we could see you on a race? Can't see the amount. Gonna see if I was really so much off track, or I got the 0.5 second penalty. Do all of the wheels have to be Yeah, I get it in the lobby. Yeah, I forgot. I just forgot. Do all of the wheels have to be off the track? Qualify for the penalty? Did not want to make a photo. But I definitely was. I'm not sure. But I think with that ridiculous, not ridiculous, but with that track limit, again, did not. Oh my god. Did he get a penalty? Whatever. Whatever. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost midnight in Croatia. I would like to thank each and every one of you for popping into the stream. Charlie, MD, Keule, Adem, Dan, Dotspot, Sebastian, Dave, Pascal, Tone, Pressure, and Esau. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this show at least somewhat. Not the best racing, I think. Maybe not the best, but with a ton of mistakes, errors of my end. And I see this headset is peeling off like crazy. Need to get a new one. But yeah, gonna call it a night here. Gonna go into the living room, relax in the cold a bit, and probably hang out on YouTube a bit more. Maybe do a short or something. And yeah, I recently saw that the channel surpassed 100,000 views. That's insane. I'm missing out on Daily C. I tried it. I think the cars, I like Fuji. I don't really enjoy the track. I would love to like it, but I don't. And I don't see myself forcing it. So that's why I'm skipping it. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I will be trying to stream tomorrow during the day if everything aligns perfectly. That being that the kiddo says he wants to go again to grandma's. I will be having a few hours time. Other than that, in 2 days time, I like Fuji, I hate the cars. Yeah, it's like the Group 2 cars. I like them in the time attack in Montreal. That was a perfect combination for me. Very enjoyable. I drove like 50 laps there to try to push the time to a goal time. Didn't make it, but still I enjoyed it. And on Fuji, I don't know why, but that chicane after the downhill part, and then that right, left, right. I can't manage that part of the track. That section makes me go crazy. And if I don't enjoy it, I think I have not enough time to invest in Gran Turismo to make it enjoyable. So I'm gonna go with the tracks that I think I'm good on, at least somewhat. So that's why MD, no daily C. The McLarens are crazy fast on the straight. No idea what Mertz. What Mercedes do. Maybe they did something like Volkswagen on the exhaust tests. Who knows? Who knows? But again, thank you very much. Middle ground of the two. I saw the one. Is it a Toyota? Let me see. Is it a Toyota? I saw that car. Digit was driving that car, and it had a huge turbo lag, and it always kicks in mid-turn. And I don't know how the real drivers. Yeah, the Toyota GT1, undrivable. Exhausts, Faruk, we were talking about the GT1 or the Daily C. All in all, I was saying that the GT1 is undrivable because I saw Digit driving with it and it was hard because of the turbo lag that kicks in always mid-turn and you have to short shift it and losing time, blah blah blah. Plus, I was saying I'm not enjoying Fuji. MD, let's give it a round of qualifying. Let's give it a round of qualifying just to tell you what I saw. Yeah, fun if you not spin it, I guess. I leave the... Yeah, I'm bad at this. This is my second lap. But welcome in, Farooq. I forgot to say. Okay. Too late on second gear. Saw that. Too late shifting. Let me try again. Yeah, it does. It does bite. See, I can't go full throttle short shifting the car. So for me, it's undrivable. See, Andy, that's what I was saying. For me, the car is undrivable. %80 until it's straight. I would even say 30. That's what it feels like. I would expect that wing in the back to have massive downforce. But like it looks like not at this low speeds, of course. How long is the race? 11 laps? Yeah, MD, even if we do one more lap, I think the tires won't be the deciding factor for my lap. Laps of terror. I am too afraid to step on the accelerator. Hey Dre. Pretty fun, but not for me. I am afraid. Can't even beat my personal best time. Let's try one more lap. MD, Faruk, what is your time here? Completely off the apex. I love the sound of the car. Good night, Faruk. Thank you for popping in. $135, $134. I am miles and light years away from that. Yeah. That demonstration, I'd be aiming for a high 33s. I am aiming to leave the track and to save my nerves and keep my sanity. So again, what I was saying 5 minutes ago, thank you everybody for popping in. Faruk, Dre, thank you for the... Yeah, for you guys also joining. That turn where you lost it, need to hug the inside. Maybe trying to do that tomorrow, but not in this condition. So yeah, again, thank you very much a ton for popping in, for joining, for chatting, for being with me during the stream. I had a good time. The races were decent, but could be better. Next week will be better, of course, as always. And yeah, gonna try to stream tomorrow during the day. Yeah, to all of you, have a nice Thursday and stay safe. Goodbye. Cheers.
Lap after lap, the rhythm flows, chasing the line where the passion grows. Engines sing, the tires cry, every turn another try. Side by side, we share the track.